Give me what I want.
And you can add championships to it.
Speaking of putting on a good match, putting on a good show here on the GOW Block Party every Friday, we giving it to you a 2-piece for a Friday night block party. I want to say what's up, Doug? What up, Earl? What up, Lonnie? What up, Leo? As they tuning in right now live to the GOW, baby.
What up, folks?
Hey, man, speaking of,
Welcome
all
to
right,
the
so,
party.
man, so for those who know, man, the GOW stands for Generation Wrestling, man. So, look, we have two complete different generations of wrestling fandom here. Myself, King Tuco, but one constant that we can say has pretty much crossed the bridge the gap between the both of our fandoms is, of course, the induction, the first inductee of the 2023 Hall of Fame class of WWE, our guy Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio has made his way through WCW, ECW, WWE. He wrestled in Mexico and all over the damn place, man. But our boy Rey, currently on the active roster, announces the first inductee of the WWE 2023 Hall of Fame class. Bro, what are your thoughts, man, as a fan of wrestling, as a fan of Rey Mysterio, the biggest little man in the game? Hey, man, talk to the people.
For me, because I got to watch Rey when Rey was, I mean, he's no bigger than Sammy Guevara or Darby Allin when he's in the ring. Like this is early Rey in ECW. Then he came up to he was starting out in Mexico, then he got to ECW, then Bischoff, pirated him from ECW like he did a lot of other people. And then but to watch Rey Mysterio have classic matches with the likes of Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and Ultimo Drago and Psychosis and just so many different of those guys. But this was the cruiserweight division of WCW. This was the hottest thing WCW had really before the NWO really got there. This was like the one different thing that they were doing that was exciting. You had young, small, high-flying guys doing tricks and other stuff, but it was looking good. It looked good, and it kept you interested. So to see that transition, then, for him to lose the mask and all that, and, what happened in WCW, but then for him to come to WWE, that was really the thing there because they really made him into the star that he was. Did Rey get smashed sometimes? Yeah. Vince, of course, treated him like the little guy he was, but he couldn't keep that little guy down too much, man, because he was just too over with the people. So to have Rey Mysterio officially be into the Hall of Fame, it's well deserved because the man has done it, man. He's won every championship. Yeah, you can't question that. He's one of the hottest. He's been one of the most consistent and longest, hottest acts in the business. Like, Rey Mysterio is loved every damn where. Like, dude, if you hate Rey Mysterio, what are you watching wrestling for?
Yeah.
Like, really.
And it's crazy because, you remember him from his WCW and ECW days. I remember the tail end of ECW. And then, of course, you got, you had him and Conan and, Eddie and Rey and Malenko and all them in WCW. I say him, Rey. He is Rey. But then, you fast forward to 2002, right? So 2002 was, when I really got a hold of him, like really on a week-to-week, everyday basis. Classic
his first match against Kurt Angle at SummerSlam.
Yeah, classic feuds with Eddie, classic feuds with Rey. I keep doing that. Classic feuds with Eddie, classic feuds with Chavo. You know what I'm saying? The stuff like that. And I remember, when Chavo was jealous of Eddie and Rey and that whole storyline, like, Rey, him and Batista, like, dude, when Rey came out in 2002 into WWE, it was cool because at that point, WWE and professional wrestling on the mainstream level as a whole was so big guy dominated, right? So whenever we got a guy like a Rey Mysterio actually getting pushed the way he was getting pushed at that time period, because outside of the cruiserweight division and maybe the tag team division, with Paul London and Brian Kendrick and stuff like that, guy and Ultimo Dragon, but they weren't really getting pushed as singles guys. And if they were pitching the hold to that little tag, either the tag or the cruiserweights. So to see Rey out here
or the United States,
United States,
they stay within that grasp.
But to see Rey in actual rivalries with like a guy like Brock Lesnar, a Big Show, like he was on the receiving end of a lot of beatings, but it was the fact that he had a chance to have these big marquee matches with these top talents. Did it always work out in his favor? No, but Rey, man, he was so lovable. And outside of, a little stint in WCW, in WWE, Rey has been in WWE, what, 21 years now? Has never been healed. Never. He's the longest running babyface in WWE, and the fans have never once turned on him. And I think that's a testament to his career. I mean, the fact that this guy's what, damn near 50, if not 50 by now, and he's still out here doing stuff that he was doing 20 years ago. I mean, more recently, he had that series of classic matches with Andrade. My guy's still out here doing the damn thing. But hey, that's neither here nor there.
I think he's in his 40s. I think he's like 45, 46. I think he's
yeah. But to see him come out, man, and to see him, I know, we aren't really the fondest of Dominic, but to see Rey, come out here and be, first ever father-son tag team champions with his son Dom, I thought that was cool. And then to see him and his son, it looked like we gearing up for a WrestleMania moment. That's cool too. And I think with the addition of him being, inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, I definitely think this solidifies, the coming to an end of an era in the career of Rey Mysterio. But hey, he's number one. So excited, glad we got that out the way.
Oh yeah, no, and people were wondering when WWE was actually gonna do their inductions. Normally we get it a little bit earlier than what we got it. For it to be Rey. And then, of course, what was even cooler about it is, of course, it tied right into the storyline. Because then you had.
Hey, it's funny you said that. Fro just said that too. He said, "I think Rey's Hall of Fame is just storyline." It's funny you said that at the same time.
I don't think it was just storyline. I think it was part of storyline. Like it was like we're gonna use that. Like there's no argument to say Rey Mysterio isn't Hall of Fame worthy. So it's like I'm not mad at them putting him in the Hall of Fame. But do I recognize that they're using that as part of the storyline? Oh, hell yeah. I definitely recognize that. So, but I wouldn't say that even if that's not what Fro means to say. But like, I would think that, of course. I mean, it makes sense. If anything, it makes the most perfect sense. Like, bro, I said Dominic needs to do something heelish. He needs to do something so outlandish that people ain't got no choice but to boo the hell out of him, and Rey ain't gonna have no choice but to finally knock some shit out of him. We're getting there. We're getting close. They're getting close to it. So right now, and this was perfect, man. The Hall of Fame, he gets introduced. He's the first person to get inducted. Oh, of course, Dom's gonna come out and talk shit. That dude, perfect, great timing. You're setting up, you're planting the seeds for WrestleMania. Hey, I told y'all people, y'all got to give it time. You got to see how Triple H plans this thing out. We still got a couple of more weeks. Let's see what they do. They starting to shape up the matches, and it's starting to look good. But it's still too nice. So we got to see what the overall is. But I still feel like out of 14 matches, I feel like we're going to get half. I feel like if it's going to be 7 and 7 each night, half the match is going to be good. But which show is going to get which match? I think we know for certain ones, but we'll worry about that later.
All right, so right now, man, we just to kind of keep the people up to speed. We got Action Andrade versus Sammy Guevara in the ring right now. Pretty solid match with this 2-goal show.
I gotta say, man, this is not. I'm not really feeling this match because I ain't gonna lie. It started off really 1-2 step. Like it just like the energy ain't there. It's like they're just going through a dance.
Yeah, just going through emotions.
I'm really not, and I'm kind of disappointed because I know we just watched a match where they were doing the damn thing. Like, oh shit, right. Oh damn, okay, yeah. So it's like I understand guys tired. You gotta get have multiple matches. Everyone can't be a great match, but I feel like the effort would be a little better. Maybe they'll kick up and as the match continues to go.
Hey man, so I'm gonna go through this happening on the SmackDown card, but you know how we do, man. We shooting this shit. We shooting the shit with the people. It's SmackDown one all that. Man. So I get to that when I get to it, man. A couple other things, man. So Fro says, is Rey the headliner, or do we get someone bigger? From what I understood, I thought Batista was supposed to be the headliner. Is what I heard, but there's no.
Well, it depends on who else. It depends who else goes in it. Now, if Rey is getting ready to retire, I would probably say, I would probably say, he may be the headliner, but like if this comes down to Dom putting Rey in a retirement match, and Ray ends up losing, then yeah, I can see Ray being the headliner.
I
Uh,
don't know why you said this came out to Don, put him in a retirement home. I'm like, damn, bro, that's a little vicious, don't you think?
no, I said retirement match, man. Retirement match.
I'm like, damn, bro. I know you down with the storyline, but sheesh.
No. The retirement match, man. I can see him trying to retire his father out the company. Um, but if not, but then again, it also depends who else is in the Hall of Fame. Like
Yeah, yeah.
we're gonna find out each week leading up to the Hall of Fame, literally. So I don't know, because I didn't expect Ray, so they definitely caught me off guard with that one.